Right, so welcome if you're new, and hello my hashtag oldies. So everything I do is channeling, everything I do is healing, so and this is the third video I've done today, so I can't bother giving the usual chat, but hang around if you like my vibe. So this card just caught my eye, Pray. And this is really what this is about. The workshop, the goddess workshop that I'm going to be holding on the new moon in Scorpio, which is on the 13th November 2023, if you're watching this real time, or if it's later, well, it's already been. But I'm calling it a goddess workshop because the 13 is connected with divine feminine, the goddess energy, and it's one of these numbers that's been inverted because it's not unlucky at all. It is a strong, feminine, powerful energy, and also 13 is, quite interestingly to me, the death card, which is Scorpio energy, and it's just new moon in Scorpio. So it's also the 1111 portal, but as I've said, that's on a Saturday, and I've got my strong boundaries of, where possible, I don't like to work on Saturdays because that is my time for me. Like, I give a lot of myself, my soul, all the time, and I love what I do. I'm not prepared to do it on the weekends, and that's my boundaries. I like sick. Unless I feel there's a real emergency, I do, you know, do that. But anyway, so praying. It's going to be about praying for wherever you need the trauma released, and doing the clearing and the activating of the miracles. It's just basically clearing the trauma and manifesting miracles. And so it sounds like it's really late at night. It's actually only 6:30 or something. But because I have been filming these all day, like I said, I am quite tired and I just want to chill out now. And but I feel that's got something to do with it. I feel that's how you're going to feel. This is how you're going to be able to identify that this would be good for you to do it. It would be good for anyone to do it, as long as you're a woman, because like I said, this one is for the women. It'll be good to clear that trauma that you need to. And I always feel that people that are meant to be there will be there. And it might be, that this isn't something that you feel led to, but you love all the other stuff I do. Or it might be that you've never came in and you're feeling cool at this. I don't know. And but yeah, that drew my mind. So like I said, I've just been pulled to two of my goddess decks. I don't think that's the whole deck, and I don't think this is the whole deck of this one, but I'm just going to trust whatever needs to come out will come out. And just the reason why I'm doing this is that basically I held an event like this, but I actually done it was I think it was a 4-day event or a 5-day event, and I basically held it on Zoom, and it was really intense. And it was clearing a lot of trauma, and I'll try and find one of the reviews from that, but just generally people were mind blown, like there was a lot of tears, there was sharing limiting beliefs that are holding people back. But when they got it out and they aired it with me in front of the other women, so it's like being in a physical shamanic circle, but it's just it was on Zoom. That's how I hold these things. Because of that space that I create and I hold. And it's because again, it's not easy to hold a group like that. It's very challenging, but it's what my soul chose to come in here to do. Yeah, people have the most momentous shifts. Like again, because it's quantum healing as well. It's Akashic records I read. It's clearing the past, present, and future. So I just weave all the different bits and bobs of what I'm here to do, to help people. And I really do feel with this one being the new moon in Scorpio, it's about really truly letting something die that needs to die. An old habit, an addiction, a toxic karmic relationship, a toxic habit that might be going on between you and your twin flame, so that something can end for a new cycle to begin with. The two of you might resonate as well. It's because I've just finished the Mediumship Monday and it was all about self-sabotage. And then I shuffled the cards and it came out again. So some people's karmic situation is not a person at all. And if it is, it's the person is you. Like you getting in your own way. That's really deep too, isn't it? Right, so I'm shuffling these goddess cards. So what goddess wants to be acknowledged? So basically the reason why I'm using these is I feel these are the cards that I'll work with for when I do the personal messages on the Zoom event. So I'll put a post out at some point. I'm filming this on the Sunday, on the Monday. So I would imagine I'll put a post out tomorrow on the Tuesday, if I don't get around to tonight. And it'll just be giving the details of the event, or you can email and ask. And yeah, but it's always generally like, I hold, because I've done these for years. I just haven't done it for a while. I don't know if I might have actually not done one in about a year. I can't remember the last one I done. I think it was the Lionsgate. Yeah, so yeah, I don't think I've done one in over a year. I can't remember really. Oh, there's one of those cards right there. But basically, I usually open up by doing my usual clearing, disconnecting from the old earth, connected to the new earth, and then I usually work with my goddess, with my well, yeah, my goddess energy, that's not a mistake, but I work with the Isis card, so I'm very connected to that goddess Isis energy, and it's always yeah, powerful message that comes out of that, and then I'll weave in my own channeling to whoever's you know, matters who's in the group. The energies of all of us will contribute to whatever we all need to heal, and me included, because whenever I'm always based to heal others, there's always something healing within me. And yeah, I don't know until I just let it flow. There's a slight structure, you know. I'll open it by clearing, then I'll probably pull the group card, and I'll take us into doing a shamanic journey to clear whatever it was that had risen between us all, and I'll just be pulling in specific codes and healing that will be exclusive to the people on that Zoom, you know, because that's what my guides know, that when I'm guided to offer something that's a paid event, you can bet your bottom dollar it's going to be more special than what's just out here on the YouTube, which is still really powerful healing. Like I said, the last couple of things I've done in particular, they're things that I've seen out there people are charging for, you know what I mean? And so it's sometimes it confuses me because I'm like, I'm not really in a position to be doing that. I need to be getting on with offering my paid stuff and cultivating hopefully a loyal audience that get that this is a business, and if nobody supports my business, I'm not going to have one, and you aren't going to have the free stuff because I'll just be so fucking like fed up and exhausted with giving so much of myself and getting fuck all back, basically. I mean, that's really blunt, but we are in Mercury, but you know what I mean, that it's so. But that's not anyone else's personal responsibility but mine. I need to work out the balance of that, and that's where I'm at, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm always in a cycle of that. But yeah, I'm quite excited about all of this. So anyway, bloody blah blah. Give us just one card, and I'll pull a card. If you're on that Zoom at some point, I'll pull a card from this deck and that deck for you, and maybe something else. But I think it'll be these decks. So what is it? What goddess wants to speak? Home. Ah, Hestia. And Sophia, divine wisdom. So that is the divine feminine energy. We'll leave that sitting there. So there's actually a card in this deck that is also. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think that's Hestia. I think it's Vesta. No, it does say Hestia though. Oh my god. Oh god, it's 21 again. So there's just. Fuck hell. 21 is so significant. Obviously, it's going to be significant for other reasons for other people, but it's 21 is a world card, coming full circle, the end of karmic cycles. So that's important for all of us. Many of us have reached the end of our karmic lessons in something. And what other one wants to come out? That'll be crazy if it's the home card in this. Oh my god. Interesting. Oh my look, cycles and rhythms. I just said that, a karmic cycle. I don't know if I used the word cycle, but honour the cycles of your body and energy levels and emotions. And that's what I was saying at the start. That's why it mattered that I was saying I was tired, right? Because it's not literally late here, but it's obviously I was up late doing that, and then I didn't sleep till 7, and then I've woke up. I think I didn't wake up till 2, so obviously because I knew I was like shit. And it's like, and Mondays are my day off anyway, but I've lost all sense of time anyway, basically. But I need to sort that shit out. I'll need to go to sleep early at night because I had started to get it sorted out again. But anyway, I know lots of you are doing that too, because Nick's had commented, sleep, what's that? I've not replied yet, but I'll reply after. It's, you know, our sleep's just totally fucked. But that's not a coincidence. I've just mentioned that I work with Goddess Isis, and here's Goddess Isis, past life. This situation involves your past life memories. So this is how you're going to know. This is definitely for twins that you're inviting your twin flame home, basically, right? And, you know, I'd imagine we're all doing that, so that event should be jam-packed. I'm joking. There's only ever about fucking 4 people max, but whatever. And I'm happy with that, you know. It's like it's whoever's meant to be there. But, yeah, this is like a past life issue is arising in the present. And this is a real indication that you have to use the ISIS cards, which I was going to use anyway. Right, okay, so let's see what this has got to say, because I didn't want to make that and then I've just pulled it up at healing. Oh, and I think I just saw the one. Yeah, there it is, Hestia. Right, so let's read that first then. Hestia and home. The empowering message is being at home in your own skin is what the Greek goddess of the hearth Hestia offers you today. When you're in alignment with your truest self, it's like everything you do suddenly fits and feels right. And remember, what is the twin flame journey about? The twin flame journey is about being yourself. when you can get in touch with that truest, most authentic part of you, and remember, I don't really like the word authentic because it often gets used by people that are nothing of the sort, but that is the word that came out. It's Goddess Isis is about gathering back the soul parts of your divine counterpart, like loving somebody so much unconditionally that you literally help them pull all the parts of themselves that feel all over the place back together. But in order for Isis to do that, she had to have a lot of empowerment and strength within herself to endure that kind of pain and separation. And remember, if we use the analogy of if the guy's chopped up in little bits all over the place, he's dead. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's be blunt here. And Scorpio is death. It's like, so it's that love this is really deep, but that love transcends this realm into the next life. And this is past life. I mean, but that is an analogy for no matter how much pain and trauma you have both been through, or the divine masculine in particular in this case, the divine feminine has enough love and strength to pull you both through. And then when the divine masculine shows up as the divine masculine, you support one another when you're home in your own skin, and the divine feminine energy is here with the divine wisdom card. Now is the time to also look into your domestic environment, making sure you're surrounded by beautiful things that have special positive meaning for you. Cleaning, tending house, and taking care of simple things are what's called for now. And this is hilarious because I'm pretty sure we're in Virgo moon now, or it will be when I publish this. Chop wood and carry water, as the Zen koan puts it. And I love that one because that's very like the Tao Te Ching sort of tale stuff. And that's where a lot of my guides are that kind of energy that come in. And it's like, keep it simple, you know what I mean? We complicate things. The answers to the big questions come of their own accord when you're focused on the small tasks, and that's very Virgo. And remember, Venus, planet of values, love is in Virgo right now, and that's about healing and your everyday routine. And the goddess Hestia reminds you that when you're at home in yourself, you're at home in your world. Powerful. I think we'll read Sophia as well because it's sitting staring at me. There's an Isis card in this one too. Human wisdom comes from personal experience, but divine wisdom is unknown to our life experience. When we ask for help, and that theme's been coming up all week, we're asking for guidance from a source greater than us. That actually came up in the video I've done before this, the Mediumship Monday. A great unknowable mystery. When we receive it, it is often life-altering and it affects us in ways beyond our comprehension. The Gnostic goddess Sophia has brought the material world into being, arrives to show how fate and destiny operate in relationship to synchronicity. When you least expect it, opportunities and meetings spring up out of nowhere, which often happens on the Twinflame journey. You've got to be prepared at all times. Your life begins to work out and your sense of alignment with a higher purpose and power. Trust you're divinely protected and directed. Practice the act of faith beyond, I was about to say beyond results, that must mean something, but it actually says before results. Practice the act of faith before results. This is an essential key in co-creating your world. And that is absolutely the energy of my Mercury in Taurus. It is literally at the degree of believing in something before it's actually physically manifested, which is why that is one of the right up there parts of my gift, is helping people manifest miracles in their life. When you understand how true manifestation actually works, not the kind of textbook fashionable way that's being taught, which there's a lot of manipulation involved in some of the modern manifesting that I see. Manifesting, in my view and experience, is about having a strong intention and clearing what's in the way, clearing the limiting beliefs, clearing the blocks, taking personal responsibility, tidying up your side of the street, basically. Very Virgo and very Scorpio Sun, Virgo Moon, which is what we're in right now. Clearing the dead wood and, just clearing up. To make way for the new, and you've got to have the faith. You've got to believe it before you see it, and so many people are stuck in the old paradigm of seeing it to believe it. And I just looked at 1444, and yeah, so whatever this means to you. So like I said, this is just a wee taster of, I'll use these cards for your personal message on the Zoom, as well as a whole load of other magic that I could never properly describe, but I'll try and find some of the reviews from when I done the one that's similar to this before. But like I said, any events that I hold are never, there's no two are the same. I've learned that before by, I've often, people have said to me before, some of you guys have even said, you should record one and then, I could sell it afterwards. And I might get around to being able to do that, but I just feel because it's always so unique, it just feels like this kind of, as I'm laughing, I'm being shown clairvoyantly the end of that Magic Mike film again. It's like, that whole thing is, it's like it's a one night event that only you would only know what it was all about if you were there. Like it's not meant to be played over and over again. Which is quite interesting because I always say that about a lot of my personal sessions. I used to record sessions with people and I stopped it, and it's because most of the time I am clearing past life trauma with people. And remember, that is, well, if you know anything about past life regression hypnotherapy, that's very important that you know that. You know that if you're reliving a past trauma, you got to make sure that you sort of resolve it and then, change it kind of thing before you, it's not wise to keep sort of reliving that same experience. You want to let it go. And that's what loads of people in life are stuck, just repeating these toxic karmic patterns, reliving the same pain out with the same person or different people from past lives. And who the fucking hell wants to do that? So if you're sick of doing that, get yourself in that Zoom on the 13th of November, a week today as I'm filming this. And yeah, I'm excited about it. See you later.